Hello, I am Michelle with 2 L's.
And I am, of course, Natalie the Red.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment. Well, you guys know at this point that we are massive Stranger Things fans.
I don't think we've been shy about that.
No, our latest t-shirt with our Force of Light Entertainment is Stranger Things themed. And we talked about on Wednesday, I mentioned Wednesday on the weekly roundup that Sean Levy had said that we would be getting some information in the days to come about Stranger Things season 4. So today they released. Yes, it's been so long. It's been a long time.
It's been a long minute. Yeah.
Yes, and we're excited to get some Stranger Things. Of course, because last year with the coof, they had to stop filming, and it just prolonged it even further. So it's been a wait. But they seem to come through, at least to a degree, because he said we would get a release date, and we get a little something here. But
it's a little open-ended.
It is open-ended. But let's take a look at what we've got so far. And I'm going to, let's see, on this, I love they do the upside down letters. So Stranger Things, gotta love it. But Stranger Things returns in 2022. And I'll tell you in a few minutes when I think in 2022 we will get this.
I have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. I thought maybe we'd get it towards the end of this year.
I told people on Twitter I did not see that coming because I know as of just a couple weeks ago, they were filming some of their final scenes. And I just know with the CGI and editing and everything that goes into it, that it would be really challenging for them to get this out by the end of this year. So 2022, it doesn't surprise me at all. It just kind of the way things have gone. And we're going to kind of break this down because I actually already can kind of theorize and see some things out of this. At first, I was like, oh, well, they showed us nothing. And then when I looked at it again, I was like, oh, no, I see some stuff there. And I'm going to just kind of play this final couple seconds of this because most of it is just, it does start with that clip of 11 of hearing Dr. Brenner say her name, which they gave us a couple months ago, and it just kind of got you in the feels of Stranger Things.
He's such a great villain.
Yeah, he is. And we'll get back to old Dr. Brenner, and I'm not going to play the sound on this. We're just kind of going to see it. There's really nothing being said anyways, but I'm just going to not play the sound that way.
Just in case.
Just so they don't get us with copyright. But so we get this clock, and in 2022, of course, the global phenomenon as it is returns.
Oh, the cheerleaders.
Yes.
That's new.
Yeah, Stranger Things season 4, and of course, streaming now. And there they started with that 11. Are you listening? So in this already, for stars, I want to say someone did this and it cracked me up. Look at this. It's been 84 years.
But seriously, though.
That's how we feel as Stranger Things fans. It's been so long. But I wanted to look at, this is one of the shots that we get. We get 11. Millie Bobby Brown there is 11. And
she's got the bangs. Very nice.
They've pulled her out of a truck. So she clearly has been taken. And of course, she's living with Joyce, last that we saw, since Hopper is gone and that protective father figure is gone. So it's not a shocker that they've come for her at this point.
Right.
And so it'll be interesting to see who has her. Is this just the U.S. government, the Department of Energy, or is there something else going on in this situation? Of course, we know at the end of season 3, she's lost her powers, which of course they did so she couldn't find Hopper.
Come on, we all know that's why.
We know she'll get him back into the season, so she knows Hopper's still there. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they look like government officials. This doesn't look like it would be the Russians. It just looks like U.S. government officials. But what are they doing with her, pulling her out of a truck like that? That's kind of frightening. So
things look a little tense in this situation. She doesn't seem to be enjoying herself.
No, and it's especially intense if she still doesn't have her powers. So that will be interesting to see.
She can't just
she can't just do
swing a guy over.
Yeah. So we'll see. Be interesting to see what's going on there. And then we've got a shot of all the kids, and let's see. Yeah, there's
Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy. Lucas, Steve.
I think is that Jonathan back there? I can't.
No, that looks like Finn Wolfhard.
It does.
Yeah, that's Mike, I believe.
Oh yeah,
it's Mike, and then Dustin, Max, and Lucas and Nancy. So there's no. That's interesting. There's no Jonathan in this picture.
I like Jonathan. Michelle's not as much a big fan.
Well, I'm just a Steve girl.
Well, I mean, Steve's the GOAT.
How can you not? And then so we got the shot of the kids and the teenagers, and then we've got this picture of Hopper, and this goes back to that glimpse they gave us back before the coof and everything got shut down of him all shaved in a prison, and he's got this torch. And it is Hopper busting out of this Russian prison that we know that he is in.
Because I was trying to think if it looked like he was coming into a house, but then it's like this up here
makes it looks like a prison.
Yeah, not so much a house setting.
It doesn't look very homey wherever he is. And that leads me to think, especially with the fire, I don't know. My theory with how Hopper got to the Russian prison is that he jumped into the Upside Down. That's always kind of been my running theory. And maybe the Upside Down comes out somehow in Russia. I don't know.
There's a portal there.
Yes. But that's why I think they kept saying leave the door open, or leave the door open 3 inches. I think it was just and then they show kind of a split before he vanishes. But yeah, so we got Hopper. We got Hopper back.
Now I just hear that song.
Leave the door open. Yeah. And then we got cheerleaders. And I don't think this has anything to do with I don't know any of these characters, and
maybe like I do not know these girls.
I don't know these girls. Maybe there's a new character that they're going to introduce so they can kill her, but it also could just be just a brief second of just high school
showing high school life,
just high school life. Very well, none of these characters are some new important characters. It's just that those feels of high school and Hawkins High
life, and 86 or 87, whatever the year is going to be set in, feels like.
I'd say it's probably 86, and that's kind of it as far as those pictures that we got. I would say that. Let's see. Let me go back to us. I would say my guess too, if I'm speculating, my guess as far as when this will be released, I'm going to go with we've had a summer as July 4th, and then we've had
they're seasonal.
We've had I believe the first one came out in September, I believe, of like 16.
It was actually August.
August. Yeah. So August and then October. I feel like because of the time they started
in July. So
yes, that's why I said July 4th. Because of the time they started filming this, I wouldn't be shocked if this season covers a decent portion of time, like longer than just say like the couple weeks that other seasons have always covered.
Right.
That's true. Because they started filming again for this in, I believe, October of 2020, and they just are finishing filming. As of, it was, I think, the very end of July that they finished filming Stranger Things. So that's a big seasonal gaps, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, where they filmed this. So I think it could cover a period of time. And I would not be shocked if this comes out in spring of 2022.
You're killing me, Shell.
Well, that's better than fall of 2022.
This is true.
I could see this coming out in either March or April. March, April, or May is what I'm going to guess. And I'm hoping for more March or April is where I'm kind of putting this probably.
We also haven't had a winter release, Michelle. It could be January of 2022.
That's true, but I would be shocked if they get it. I mean, maybe, and I'd be fine with that. I mean, maybe it's January, February. I'm just guessing March or April. That's my best guess, guys.
If she were a betting woman.
Yes, that's my bet. My best guess with that. But yeah, that's kind of it. Again, I was excited just to see even those few shots of something new. Finally, new news with Stranger Things.
It's been too long.
It's been 84 years.
It has,
as that tweet said. But it's been a while. But if you are new here and you are a Stranger Things fan like we are, we plan on covering all things Stranger Things as we lead up to season 4. And we'll definitely be discussing season 4 when that comes out. So if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But that is it for this episode, this show, A Force of Light Entertainment. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye guys.